Alright, YouTube, hey, I'm back again. You loving the poof? The poof is working today, and I got a little stress pimple here, but that might be from wearing masks too, so we won't fuss about that too much, but I had a giggle about it today. So let's talk about day 6 and day 7 of my post microdiscectomy for L5-S1. So the morning of day 6 was the day that my sister was headed back to her place. So we got up early. She said, hey, are you in the mood to run some errands? Do you want to go to the grocery store? We'll make a list of stuff. There's a couple things you might need just to get out of the house too. Let's talk about that. I was definitely feeling the itch to get outside. I'm an outside kind of girl. Being cooped up in the house with quarantine has been hard enough on me. They're on surgery that's limited my mobility, and it's real easy to start making me go stir crazy. So we made a little list. Got me dressed, got me comfortable, got me in the car. I mean, I was surprised. I was a little nervous about getting in the car, but it wasn't hard. And I was comfortable in the passenger seat, and just to get out, just to take a ride, just to see the world, and roll down the sunroof for a little bit, feel some sunshine on this pale face. It's a real improvement, and I can't say enough. I think vitamin D, sunshine, that's all good stuff for us. I think it's a good idea to get outside and get some air when you can. So we had a very short list of things to get at the store, very strategic, very get in line and get out. Maybe 3 bags, just little stuff. Made 1 or 2 more stops on the way home. She was amazing. I didn't even realize it before we left. She had stripped my bed, threw my laundry in the washer. So when we got back here, she tossed it in the dryer, remade my bed for me. Super grateful for that. Because stuff I wouldn't have thought about. I've got a little clipper grabber, reach tool that can, help me get things out of the washer, help me get things in the dryer. But I hadn't thought so far as to how would I, try to get a fitted sheet on my queen size bed by myself in the state that I'm in right now. So again, super grateful for help and assistance, and if you can, lean on people to do it. If you have a spouse, a partner, a loved one, friends, family, please let them help you, even with little stuff like that. Because let me tell you, getting into freshly laundered sheets is still some of the simple pleasures in life that I appreciate so much, especially in this condition, right? It's the little things that really make you feel at home and comfortable. So, I expressed tons of gratitude to my sister. I told her she was so amazing, and that I couldn't have done it without her, because I don't think I would. And in the beginning, I really did. I thought my surgeon was out of his mind, and I'm tough. I could get through anything, but those first 4 days, I was very grateful for help. So she told me, if all hell breaks loose, call mom or call dad. Both of them 20-25 minutes away. Get them here if it was urgent, and she would be more than happy to pack a bag and come right back if she was needed. And again, I appreciate it. And if you have the flexibility to have somebody stay with you for those first 2 weeks of recovery, I don't think that's a bad idea at all. But I am a person who does, again, like my space, like my independence, need to feel that I can get through this on my own. But, again, everybody's been great about calling on me, checking on me. Do you need anything? Can I run to the store for you? My mom was nice enough to pick up some lime LaCroix, just the stupid little things that just, make you feel cozy and at home when you need them. So, day 6 was a quiet day. After that, I still stick to my walks. I still stick to my medication. I still take, a shower, and I prep my meals, and I think about all of those things. And I keep touch with friends. I post stuff on Facebook and say hi to people, and they message me on Facebook or text message me, and several people have offered to come by. But for me personally, when I have guests in my home, I really do feel the need to entertain them. And in my energy level, while it's starting to come back, it's not there at 100% where I would necessarily feel comfortable having friends in my home. I love hearing from people, but I don't feel ready yet to have anybody over quite yet. I have told them that I do believe, in about a week or so, when I have my 2-week post-surgical follow-up, that I will be in better spirits, and I will be ready to make, the rounds, or have a couple people over every now and again. So not so bad. I was still, day 6, dealing with a little bit of nerve pain in my right leg when getting up from a seated position to a standing position. And that was something prior to surgery that was typical every day, all the time. And at its worst was the kind of thing that took, a good 3, 4, 5 steps. The pain would rocket up, and I'd have to stand there and kind of brace myself and breathe through it. This pain post-surgery was there, but not in a debilitating way, and not in a way that it didn't immediately go away as soon as I got, to a standing vertical position. It was just something about getting from that 90-degree flex sit to, a 180 standing up. So, again, like I've mentioned previously, I think there is going to be a little bit of left leg dominance and some right leg deficit that I'm going to have to work on in physical therapy. That is something in my mind, that's in there, and hopefully over time I can keep working on that. Sleeping a lot better, so much better. And I will share that that day 6 going into day 7, I automatically woke up in the middle of the night just to start. I do, again, sleeping on one side leads to a little bit of ache and stuff, because once I'm asleep, I kind of just lay there like a rock, right? So I woke up, just kind of half awake, and without even thinking about it, just out of 40 years of, habitual rolling over in my sleep, started to roll over. And it shocked me, it scared me, but it didn't hurt. And I was like, holy crap, I can do this. I can roll over. And I took a minute to just lay there on my back, think about it, and then, how would I continue to roll to my left side? And I did it. And again, I still have my pillows all in like a U shape behind my head, next to my shoulders, down by my thighs. So anyway I'm sleeping, I'm supported, head to toe, however I need to be to kind of keep that spinal alignment and to keep me comfortable. So that is something to note, that day 6 going into day 7, that was there. And super grateful for that. To not have to get out of bed and do the shuffle to the other side of the bed, and kind of like a little old dog getting up and circling, and then, over here I gotta circle and get settled. So good progress in that area. Day 7 also was a day that I was starting to walk more. Not just 4 blocks, and then I'll come home, and then, okay, later I'll do another 4 blocks. I got a little more adventurous. Now, there's a couple ways in my neighborhood you can go, right? You can go full blocks if you're headed south. But if I headed north, there's a little half block. So to just kind of test that, to see if I could do it, I did. I headed north that time. And I was able to get that little half block in, that extra half block, and then a block over, and the extra half block back, and then complete the rest of my around the block. And it's a real confidence boost when you can do stuff like that, when you can add and not be scared and not feel pain. You know, I still come home, I still come upstairs, I still ice my back the minute I get home. You know, I get in my little cushion set up, you know, with my knees supported and my back supported, and I tuck that ice pack in back there, and I sit here, you know, 15-20 minutes and ice my back, and stay hydrated and do those things. And I do. I take these walks 3-4 times a day, more if I'm up, more if I'm feeling antsy-pantsy, and it has been a slow and steady increase. I think today is officially day 11, so I'll keep getting you guys caught up about recovery, because there are days that are similar. There are days that kind of feel the same but getting better. So I'm really excited to share that with you, that I feel the progression is getting there, that I am making strides in the right direction, and, you know, knock on wood, you know, something around here, that that I'm getting back to me. It's a very good feeling to know that I am feeling better. Things are probably still a hot mess, you know, healing wise on the inside, but to know in my spirit, in my physical being, that I feel like I'm getting better is very reassuring. Especially, like I said, with those 2 days that were a little bit of a setback and a little bit of an eye-opener, a little bit of a scare, that this procedure is working for me. And you know, like my surgeon had said, everybody talks about when they have a problem. Everybody talks about complications and setbacks, or if they feel their surgery was a failure. So I do think it is very important to document and share with you guys that right now I feel like this surgery has been a success for me, and hopefully this trend of improvement will continue. And, you know, as the weeks kind of start rolling by, I'm gonna get to start putting some real miles in, you know, some hills, you know, all that kind of good stuff. You know, every once in a while I get the urge to run, but that is not going to be on the agenda for quite some time. So I keep that in my heart, that one day I'll be there, but right now is not the time. So and I should have mentioned this in videos before, but if you have questions, you know, I'm not a doctor, but, you know, throw it in the comments, and I will do my best to try to check this on the regular and keep up with you guys if there's something specific you want to ask about the surgery, about the procedure, about getting comfortable, you know, anything like that. You know, I will try the best that I can to share that experience and what worked for me, and send lots of positivity out to any of you who are, you know, considering the surgery or in the midst of this recovery, or wherever you are in your journey. You know, I want good things for everybody. All right, so I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.